Hello all, very good morning. So we were discussing regarding the management first unit, and previous classes we have seen different types of management definition, different what is the what is the nature of management, and we have seen different kinds of definitions. We have seen regarding the introduction. And in today's class, in this class I would like to say you the importance of management. So management, what it is beneficial to the society, and what it is doing means it is raising the standard of living of the people, and it promotes peace and prosperity in the society. And management is an essential component of all social organization. So if you have seen the previous class, we have discussed lots and lots of definitions. What the management is means, according to the whole thing, we need to get things done. So it is a process of getting things done. But according to the modern authors, it is saying it is an art of bringing out maximum prosperity and maximum result with minimum effort within the resources that were available. So here, what is the importance of management? So in order to bring out the good progress, in order to focus on your goal, in order to bring out the success, you need what? Management. So it is always beneficial to the society. What the management has done, it has raised the standard of living of the people, and it promotes what? Peace as well as prosperity in the society. So here, management is it essential only in educational institution, or it is required only in a company, or only in a hospital setting, or only in the field like that? No. Every part, every social organization, you need what? Management. You need what? Management. So if you see the definition according to the F. Drucker, the significance of management, what is the significance of management according to Peter F. Drucker? So he is saying management determines and accomplishes the goals of an organization. What do you mean by determination and accomplishment? Means nothing but what is necessary for an organization. It has to be decided by whom? It is decided by the management. And what kind of accomplishment can be done? It is decided by whom? Again, it is decided by the management. Next one, management ensures effective utilization of resources. So it could be man, it could be material, it could be money. What it is ensuring? It is ensuring the effective utilization of resources such as man, material and money. Management has vision for what? Recognition. Management has mission for what? Recognition. And management directs the organization. Who is directing the organization? The person. The management is or means directing the organization in which way it has to go. It has a vision, it has a direction. It helps to establish the team spirit. Can you achieve things on your own? Can I do things on my own? No, I cannot do the things on my own. I need to perform in team. Even though there is team, and if the coordination is missing in the team, means the people who are present in the team are not coordinating with their self. People who are there in the team, if they are not coordinating, if they are not talking to each other, will that organization go further? Will there be any kind of progress in the work? Because the coordination is absent. Even though the team is there, they cannot work together, and this will bring down the productivity. What it will do, it will bring down what? The productivity. That's what you need. What? Team spirit. If any person is committing a mistake, if any person is backward, with the team spirit, with the team, you can bring him forward and you can achieve your goal. So management, it helps to establish sound organizational structure. What do you mean by sound organizational structure? It could be physical structure, it could be design, or it could be progress, or it could be the process. So management helps to establish the sound organizational structure. Next point, management provides what? Innovation. It provides what? Innovation. What do you mean by innovation? Means inventing new things, inventing new ideas, inventing new concepts, bringing out new designs into the problem solving technique. And also management is the crucial factor to economic as well as social development. What is this economic and what is the social development? Economic, it mainly deals with the financial aspect of the individual. It could be the financial aspect of the country, it could be financial aspect of the company, it could be financial aspect of the particular individual. Whenever you are financially good, whenever you are financially sound in nature, automatically the social development also will be sound in nature. This is what, according to the Peter F. Drucker, the management has means the significance of management, the importance of management, according to Peter F. Drucker. We'll see what are all the concepts of management. What are all the concepts of management? We have general concept and we have sub concept. So here manager, in when you come to the general concept, hope you guys are understanding. So manager is a formal and specifically designated position within the organization, correct or not? The person who is getting the things done. You go to a bank, there is a definite position. Everybody who are going to the bank is going to ask for. What is the definite position that you are going to ask for? I want to see the manager, I want to see the floor supervisor, I want to talk to your general manager. You go to any store, you go to a bank, you go to an institution, you are always asking for whom? The manager, because he is the person who is concerned with all the activities that are occurring in an organization or that are occurring in an institution, correct or not? So the manager, any problem, you have to go to the team manager. Any problem, you have to go to the team leader, correct or not? So that's what manager, it has a designated position, and to be a good manager, it is absolutely necessary to be an effective leader. You want to be a good manager, you should have great leadership skills. Nobody is listening to you. So you have different members in your team and nobody is listening to you. Can you achieve your goal? Can you perform the task which is assigned to you? No, you cannot assign the task, or you cannot bring out the productivity, you cannot attain the goal that is present over there. You want to bring out every person. Any problem is there, you have to go there, sort out. Any problem is there, you have to go there. If your involvement is needed, you have to involve. If your technical skills are necessary, you have to go there, work there and bring them out of the particular problem. So to be a good manager, it is absolutely necessary to be an what? Effective leader. In fact, all nurses should at times assume some leadership roles. As a nurse, you have to have this exact leadership role. You go to a hospital, there are different kinds of nurses who are working there, and there are different types of technical persons who are working there. You have to bring everybody into one line and you have to make them work, correct or not? So if one technical person is not working properly, can you bring out good result to the patient? No, you cannot bring. Ultimately the patient is being sufferer. Even though they are paying lots and lots of money, you are causing bad name to the institution, you are causing bad to the patient also. So every nurse, they should have what? Some leadership roles. So these are the general concept. So here manager is what? A designated position within an organization. And if you want to be a good manager, if you want to be a good leader, you should have an effective leadership qualities. Every nurse should have effective leadership qualities. Now we'll see what are the sub concepts. So first one is authority. So here authority is the legitimate right given to the manager by the organization in order to command, subordinate and to act in interest of an organization to achieve its goals. What is authority? Authority is nothing but right. It is his power. It is his, we are working under them, so they can command us, they can subordinate us. Mainly the manager is always focusing on the organization and to achieve its goals, correct or not? He is making the organization goals as his goals. At the same time, he is making the organization goals and his goals as our goals, so that we are goal oriented and we are working accordingly. Next one is power. What do you mean by power? Means nothing but the capacity to influence the other person, the capacity to act on others. The power is capacity to influence others to act, and it is the most important ingredient of manager in an organization. Effectiveness and efficiency. When you go to a hospital, You go to a hospital, some patient relatives are there in the ward and they are not satisfied with the services that are being provided. They are not satisfied with the services that are being provided. So as a nurse, you are going and talking with them. As a nurse, you are going and talking with them. So you are a new nurse there. You have leadership qualities, but you are not the authority. You do not have power to command anyone. So there, you are speaking to them. Will they listen your words? Will they listen? No, they won't listen your words. They will ultimately ask for the manager. They will ask, where is the manager? They will ask what? Where is the manager? I want to talk to your manager as early as possible, as immediately as possible. Correct or not? That's what. The manager, he is the most important gradient. So whenever the manager is coming and speaking to the people, ultimately they will get convinced. They will get convinced. And here, in order to satisfy those personnel, the manager might shout on you, or the manager might give some kind of new instructions to you to take care of the patient in a better way, to bring out the services in a better way. Correct or not? Have you ever faced, if you have worked in any kind of institution, you will understand the authority or the power of the manager. Next one is effectiveness and efficiency. The manager should have what? Effectiveness as well as efficiency. What do you mean by effectiveness? When somebody is coming and speaking to you, it should be effective and he should be efficient enough to deal with the other person. You cannot underestimate the other guy who is speaking in front of you. Correct or not? Can you underestimate? No. If you have studied if you are like, if you have done some kind of MBA or some kind of anything, he might have studied some kind of psychology, or he might have some kind of experience in speaking to others. He might have good communication skills. He might have good problem solving skills. His approach is different, your approach is different. Correct or not? So your approach as a manager, as a leader, it should be always effective, it should be always efficient. Correct or not? So the manager, the position, the designation is not a joke. You have to coordinate everybody, you have to bring out everybody into one thread, and you have to make everybody to work goal oriented. How you can make them work? Goal oriented. Now we'll see the specific concept. So here, specific concept. So different scholars have their own specific way of describing what? Specific concepts on management. So here, you might ask a pen from you might borrow a pen from your friend. Correct or not? Like that, for every problem, we will think differently. So if I have to buy a shirt, my first choice is online. Your first choice is, you might go to the shop, you might go there, you might take a trial, you might see whether it is fitting for you or not, then you will bring it to the home. Correct or not? So here, a problem is there, I need a new shirt, I need a what? New shirt. So there are different options which are available. We choose differently because we are different. My thinking is different, your thinking is different. In such a way, people who are coming from different kinds of branches, different kinds of groups, they have given different types of concepts. So we have taken some specific concepts which are best. So the selective concepts are like follows. So according to Raymond Gillian, so here, management by communication. So we have different points here. He is saying, this Raymond Gillian, he is saying management is by communication, management by system, management by results. So we'll see what is management by communication. So here, according to this concept, the success of management depends upon the successful communication. What it is? It depends upon successful communication. See, every time, any institution you go, there is a communication barrier. There is a communication barrier. Whatever we are trying to say, whatever we are trying to describe, whatever problem that the employee is facing or whatever the problem that the employer is facing, they do not get known to each other because there is always a communication barrier and you cannot communicate with the other person. The manager, the person who is in between the management as well as the employee, he has to communicate between both. Any problem is there, they have to solve. So according to Raymond Gillian, he is saying that a successful management is mainly done it depends upon the successful communication. When you are accomplishing a successful communication between the groups, between the personal, interpersonal relationship, when it is being maintained, then the management means then the productivity will be in higher, it will be in successful manner. Next one is management by system. Next one is what? Management by system. This refers us to recognizing the problems, analyzing it, and defining the objectives. It is more concerned with the experimentation and analysis. It is more concerned with what? Experimentation and analysis. So it refers what? Recognition of the problem. What is the problem? You have to analyze the problem. Accordingly, you have to define the objectives. You have to, it is more concerned with what? Experimentation and analysis. Next one is management by results. So here, this concept state the end results are significant. Why? Because management is always what? It is result oriented. It is always productivity oriented. It is always what? The productivity oriented. And how you guys can say that the particular process or the particular management is success means success and strength of the management is determined by the whom? Results. When the results are good, that's what management by results is meant for. When the results are good, you can ultimately say that the success and the strength of the management, it is mainly depending upon the result, because management is always result oriented. They are always goal oriented. Next one is management by participation. Next one is what? Management by participation. So this concept, it takes workers into confidence, helps to create a sense of involvement among the workers. Management by participation. What is this management by participation? This concept is taking the worker into the confidence. Whenever you are participating more and more, whenever there is a sense of involvement, whenever there is what? A sense of involvement, ultimately means when there is a sense of involvement among the workers, your participation is more, you will take it to the what? Heart, and you will work more effectively. Next one is management by motivation. What is meant by management of motivation means it is among the chief tasks of the general management to keep the team motivated. What is motivation means? See, people who are working in an institution, they might feel little low whenever there is loss occurring. It is not sure that it is not 100% that every time you should hit the success button, every time you should hit the success. No, sometimes there might be failure. We do not know the exact reason, and even the person who has committed the mistake, he also don't know what had happened exactly. So here you need what? Motivation. Even if they are doing anything good, you need to give performance appraisal. If they are doing anything wrong, you can take action, but at the same time you have to motivate them not to do the same mistake again, not to commit the same mistake again. That's what management by motivation. That's what it is called, management by motivation. So it is among chief tasks. So the general management, whatever is doing, they have to always keep the team motivated that we can do this, we can go for it, we can complete this task successfully. This motivation should be always present. You see any military, any military personnel, you go there, you go to the parade, they will shout. Why they are shouting like that? They, in order to bring out the team spirit, they will say we can achieve it. What is their goal? Their goal is to mainly protect. Their goal is mainly to protect our country, mother country, protect the people of our country, correct or not? So in order to bring out that josh, in order to bring out that motivation, they are always shouting among themselves, means shouting with joy. The leader, the commander who is there, the person who is assigned to guide all the team members, he is the person who will always keep them encouraged, motivated, correct or not? Even they should cope with the loss that is occurring. Even a person is being died also, they won't lose the hope. They are always motivated that we should win the tasks. That's what management by motivation is meant for. You come to a nurse, you come to a hospital, you see the nurse, if somebody is holding her, if their mental status is not so good, as a manager, you should try to motivate her. She had done anything wrong, what is the deficiency? Take her to the in-service education, take her to the continuing education, or attend a seminar, keep a special class for them. What is the deficient area? What need to be focused? Keep a plan, keep a design, keep a workshop, keep a seminar. Let them fulfill their deficiencies, let them work effectively towards the institution. That's what management by motivation is meant for. Next one is management by exception. What do you mean by management by exception? Means It is a special skill of managing by attending only to the exceptionally important matters and taking vital decisions. So as a manager, you should attend only exceptionally important matters. Some small issues going on there. If it really required your present, then only you need to go. If it really do not require your present, you need not to go. We can sit, we can have your work done. That's what management by exception is meant for. Next one is management by objectives. What is management by objectives? So here it is dynamic system which seeks to integrate companies need to clarify and achieve its profits and growth goals with the manager needs to contribute and develop himself. So what it is doing? So here management by objectives means there are certain objectives which were assigned by the whom? The management, correct or not? The company or the owner. So in what areas they need to get profit, in what areas they need growth. So these goals must be firstly they should be known by the manager who is managing. So he had to develop himself, he had to contribute to those goals. So it is a demanding and rewarding style of managing a business. So these are all the concepts, this was the specific concept which is given by Raymond G. Leon. So these are the specific concepts which were given by whom? Raymond G. Leon. If you have taken down the notes, it will be very nice for you. I will just brief out what are the concepts, specific concepts which were given by the Raymond G. Leon. So management by communication. Communication is good, the management is good. Management by system, management by results, management by participation, management by motivation, management by exception, management by objectives. So these are all the things according to Raymond Leon. Hope you guys have understood. Now we'll see according to Dr. C.B. Gupta. What are the concepts according to Dr. C.B. Gupta? So the concepts which were given according to Dr. C.B. Gupta. So what were there? Management is an economic resource. What it is? Management is an economic resource. Management is a vital factor for the production. Next one. Management is a team. As a team, management consists of all persons having managerial responsibilities. People who are responsible for definite types of works, they are all responsible. Next point. Management is an academic discipline. What management is? It is an academic discipline. So management implies the management implies a branch of knowledge. It comprises of management theory and principles. Next one, management is a process. So management is described in terms of managers, what managers do. So it involves what? Organizing, directing, controlling the human efforts to accomplish the predetermined goal. So management is a process. Management as a what? Process. So it has to involve planning, organizing, directing, controlling the human efforts mainly to accomplish the predetermined goals. What are the predetermined goals? The objectives which has to be achieved by the team, which is laid by the company, which is laid by the management. Next one, management as a human process. So according to this concept, manager get things done through and with the help of people. Correct or not? Here manager is there. Will the manager alone go and do the work, every task which is there? No, he cannot do. He needs some specified people. So he has a team. Some people are good at technical, some people are good at doing work. Correct or not? Some people are good at coding, some people are good at doing other kind of work. Some people are good at, when you come to the hospital setting, some people are good at doing dressing, some people are good at talking to the patient, some people are good at IV cannulation, some people are good at stitching. Correct or not? Like that it will be. So whatever the available resources are there, that are there, we have to utilize all the resources. Whatever the available team is there, you have to bring out the team into the consideration and you have to work accordingly. So management as a human process. So according to this concept, manager gets things done with the help of the people. The study of management should be centered around the workers and their interpersonal relations. So you have a team and their interpersonal relations are not so good. Can you work effectively? No, you cannot work effectively. That's what management as a human process is meant for. Next one is management is the effective utilization of human and material resources. Management is what? It is the effective utilization of human as well as material resources. Next one, management is concerned about ideas, things and people. Management is always concerned about what? Ideas, things and people. So what is the first thing? Management of ideas. So it is the job of management to generate, organize and articulate creative ideas and transform these into operating result. Transform these into what? Operating result. What do you mean by management of ideas? So means nothing but you have to generate. See, there is a problem which is occurring, or there is a task which is there in front of you. In order to achieve that task, so you need to use minimum resources with minimum effort. You have to bring out the maximum productivity. You need to bring out the maximum thing there. So you have to generate, you have to organize and you have to articulate the creative ideas, and you should transform these into the operating results. You have idea, you have thoughts, but if you are not implementing them, are they useful? No, they are not useful. That's what management of ideas means. Next one is management of things. Next one is what? Management of things. So it refers to mobilization and allocation of material, machinery, technology and other facilities to connect ideas into results and performance. What do you mean by management of things? So if you want to perform a task, if you want to complete a task which is given to you, you need to manage the things. So mobilization, what are all the equipment that is needed, whatever the allocated equipment is there. I said you to do some kind of surgery, means in a hospital, you take an example of hospital, we are asking you to arrange a ward, so you need what? In order to arrange a ward properly, you need what? Material, you need machinery, you need technology, you need the ideas, you need the plan of structure of the building, correct or not? So when everything is well organized and well set up, automatically the results as well as the performance is more. That's what the management of things is. Within the available resources, you have to try to bring out the maximum effort. With minimum effort, you have to bring what? Maximum productivity. Next one is management of people. What do you mean by management of people? Means it refers to procurement. It refers to what? Procurement. It refers to development. It refers to maintenance and integration of all human being working in an organization, and it is the most important task of the manager. Here the manager is the person who should manage each and every aspect. Who should manage what? Each and every aspect. It could be development, it could be maintenance, it could be integration. Everybody who are working in an institution should work according to the manager. Under the manager they have to work, and they have to be always the task oriented personnel. They have to always be what? The task oriented personnel. Hope you guys are understanding. So far we have discussed regarding the what? Concepts, general concepts of management, and also we have seen what are all the sub concepts. So in sub concepts we have seen what is authority and what is power. The authority, it is the legitimate right of a manager. He can come, he can command you, he can make you to work in particular place. What is the power? The power means nothing but he has the capacity to influence you. So here the power, it is one of the important ingredient of manager in an organization. He must be effective, he must be an efficient person, correct or not? So in specific concept we have seen regarding the Raymond G. Leon, and also we have seen the concepts according to Dr. C.B. Gupta. So according to C.B. Gupta, so what are the important points? You just try to take down these points in your notes. Management as an economic resource, management as a team, management as an academic discipline, management as a process, management as a human process. Management is effective utilization of human as well as material resource. Management is concerned about ideas, things and people. So here we have seen what is the management of idea, what is the management of things, and what is the management of people. So hope you guys have understood. So if you have any queries, please drop them in the comment box. try to take down the notes. I'll give you the PDF at the end of the unit. So hope you guys have understood. Hope you guys have. So in next class, I'm going to discuss you what are the levels of management. We'll see. So there is top level, mid level, and low level management. So we are going to see, and what are the functions and elements of management we're going to see in the next class. So if you haven't seen the previous class, I have discussed regarding the introduction, definitions of management which were given, and what is the importance of management and nature of management. So hope you guys are clear till the topic. So in next class we'll continue the other topics. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your patience. If you have any queries, please drop them in the comment box. And if I'm going very fast, or if I'm not audible, if my voice is not clear, also let me know. I'll try to correct in the next session. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening.